What is your official title? Owner? President?
I just do whatever they need me to do.
This is Beyond the Moon, a Ditch Witch podcast where we dig deep into news, job site stories, Ditch Witch culture, and all the other dirt that makes up the industry.
What is up, everybody? We are back with Gary Bridwell today. How are you, Gary?
I'm great, thank you.
Good. We're sitting here in Oklahoma City. We're at the Oklahoma City Convention Center for our equipment seminar. We fly in all of our dealers and they bring in their customers, and we just have this big event and try to show off all of our new stuff and let everybody know kind of what we're dealing with. But luckily for Gary, he didn't have to fly anywhere. We're right in his backyard. So that's exciting. How long a commute was it for you?
It was about 15 minutes.
Hey, that's not too bad.
It was good.
Yeah, so do you have some customers here for the event?
We do. We have several of our salespeople from different states here, and then we have about 25 guests coming.
Oh, wow. Yeah, full house.
Yeah, we do. The equipment seminar is a foundation piece of our marketing and strategies because we get to spend 3 days with the customer, close to close. It's kind of like playing golf with them for 4 hours. They're trapped.
That's right, that's right. We got their full attention, so we need to take advantage of it.
And then we
here.
get to show off all of our assets at the factory and the equipment and all the things that they can see.
Yeah, that's perfect. Well, I'm so grateful that you decided to hop on for season 3 with us. I know I've been trying to get you on for a little bit, so I'm glad we were able to work this one out. But your family story didn't start recently. I think 1968 was the year you gave me. Bridwell's getting into Ditch Witch. Can you? How does that happen?
Good question. My dad was a highway patrolman, and he was stationed in Ponca City, and the factory was kind of coming out of the ground. You know, it was 10 years old
Right.
at that time, and it was really building out to be something great. There was they were trying to get distributors all over the United States.
Okay.
Sean, actually, there was a waiting list to get dealerships.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of folks wanted that.
A lot of folks wanted that because it was a growing, prosperous young business. So my dad applied at the factory for a sales job, and Ed hired him. He did that for 2 or 3 years, and then he decided he wanted his own dealership. He could see how good that was going to be. The only one open that year that he decided was Annapolis, Maryland.
Oh yeah, right down the road.
Yeah, right down the road.
Yeah.
22-hour drive away.
Oh, easy peasy. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we, the last day of my freshman year at Perry High School, we loaded up and left the very next morning.
Oh wow.
Driving to Annapolis, Maryland.
Yeah.
And my mom, my dad, and my sister and I knew no one.
We got the 4 of us, and we're going to figure it out when we get there.
We were in a U-Haul truck, a pickup, and I don't know what else we had going, but we got out there and got set up. My dad was the salesperson, my mom was the parts person, bookkeeper, I was a mechanic.
Fingerprints everywhere.
Yeah. And we had another couple of employees, and we just got started and got after it, and it was quite an adventure for a couple of years.
Yeah, so that was right, you said right after your freshman year?
Yes.
So you're what, 14-ish?
Yeah, can't drive.
Yeah, can't do anything.
Yeah, don't know anybody.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to ask about, not knowing anybody. Your folks didn't know anybody. But at Ditch Witch, we talk about relationships all the time and how important they are to the business and the industry as a whole. So how do you guys build relationships when you don't know anybody? And I don't know if anybody in the region knows about Ditch Witch. Like, do you remember much about the struggles that your folks had trying to get going?
The guy that we replaced had not provided very good service.
Okay.
And so it was easy. No, it wasn't easy, but we had to go back in and repair some relationships. And Dad was good at that.
Yeah.
He could get that done. And so the business grew pretty well, pretty quick.
Okay.
And it was a good decision on his part to do that.
So you are, I don't even think we talked about that. What is your official title? Owner? President?
I just do whatever they need me to do.
Of Ditch Witch of Oklahoma.
I'm CEO of the Orange Power Group.
There you go.
And Drew is president.
Yep.
My son.
Your son, Drew. That's what I was getting at. So
Yeah.
your dad kind of started it. So you were 2nd generation.
Right.
Your
And
son
he's
is
3rd generation.
Yep.
That's right.
Has he got some kids on the way? They're getting ready to take
He does.
over?
He's got a sophomore at Montana State.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are everywhere. Maryland,
Yeah.
Oklahoma, Montana. He lives in what, Denver?
Yes.
So back to you as a teenager in Maryland and a mechanic. What did you do for fun? What did you do in your spare time? How did you meet people? What was that like?
Well, that first summer I met kids in the neighborhood. I learned at 14, 15 you can drive a boat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, out there. And
Yeah.
so the Severn River is the river that goes right in front of the Naval Academy.
Okay.
So I learned to water ski out there in front
yeah.
of the Naval Academy, and then learned to fish out there and stuff, and called the football coach, said, "Hey coach, I'd like to come out for football, just moved here from Oklahoma." And
Yeah.
he said, "Well, be ready to run August 2nd.
Like, okay, well, I'll do
Yeah,
that.
so I showed up there and then started school and met some good friends then.
We were talking about that a little bit earlier too. You had some football ties and some success. I think you said that you kind of jumped high schools around a little bit, that maybe sophomore, junior, and senior year was each at a different school. Can
Yeah.
you tell me about that a little bit?
I went to 3 different high schools. Annapolis was a good experience. Got to meet there. I beat their guy out at quarterback, so
Oh, good.
it started off a little tough, but after we won a few games, it got better.
Yeah.
Annapolis was a tough school. It
Yeah.
was a tough culture, and so my parents moved my sister and I to a suburb called Severna Park between Annapolis and Washington D.C.
Oh, okay.
So my junior year, I went there, and I was blessed to get the job there, quarterback job, but we played on Thanksgiving Day. And
Your old school and your new school?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I knew everybody on the field, and Severna Park, the new school, beat 21-20 that year.
Oh, perfect.
So anyway,
Did
that's
you have any
fun.
touchdowns? You throw for any, or are you more of a
Yeah,
runner?
okay. No, I was throwing.
Yeah.
So it was good. But had good teammates, and they were great. And so at the end of that year, my parents wanted to move back to Perry because they wanted to raise us in Oklahoma. And so
sense. It's home.
Dad called Ed and said, "Hey, Ed, I'd like to come back to the Oklahoma culture. Do you got anything I can do?" And he said, "Come on back."
Yeah, come on back. So how long were you in Maryland? How long was that
2
before
years.
you came back? Just 2 years?
Yeah.
Okay, then you came back. And speaking of football, I live in Stillwater, Oklahoma, where Oklahoma State University is. I think you went to school there too, and was Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mascot with a huge head. I've actually had that on at a house party one time. It's extremely heavy, at least the one I had on. How did that come about? How does one become Pistol Pete? And why did you want to be the mascot?
Well, so I enrolled at Oklahoma State, and I'd played high school sports, football, basketball, and golf, and so going to different schools, I didn't get any opportunities at all. But I was trying to stay close to the field. I just love athletics and the
Right.
competition piece of it. And in the college newspaper called the O'Collie, they had a ad there, apply for Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
We're going to pick one.
And you went, all right.
Yeah, so I went down there, and there's about 15 guys applied for it. And
Yeah, what is it? Is it like tryouts? Like how good of a Pistol Pete can you be? Or like what is the process from applying to, you got 15 guys on the field and there's going to be what, 1 or 2?
yeah,
Yeah, what's that whole process like?
it's mostly interview. I think they're trying to make sure that you're not you're somebody they can trust with a gun in a stadium of 60,000 people.
That'd probably be good to
Not
talk about that ahead of time.
Yeah. And so I think that's the just common sense kind of decisions you're going to make, and then they would want you to do some gestures and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
pretty awesome. I know that there's a bit of a brotherhood or a fraternity of previous Pistol Petes. I know I've seen your semi trucks pulling some of the old mascots, old Pistol Petes in the OSU homecoming parade. Do you have some close friends that have been Pistol Pete, or like what is that fraternity like?
It's a close fraternity of guys, and we meet 2 or 3 times a year. In fact, we're having a lunch that I won't be able to go to tomorrow downtown here.
Oh yeah.
And there'll be about 15 guys there that just
Yeah.
have lunch together, stay connected, and
Well, it's too bad you have to miss it.
no, it's okay. I've made most all the others. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. So, those of you guys that are watching or listening, if you're not Oklahoma State University fans, they're in Boone Pickens Stadium and Gallagher Iba, and really any of the sporting events. There's a chant that's orange, power, and it kind of goes back and forth. And you mentioned that your company's the Orange Power Group. I can't imagine that there's any relation to that, is there?
Well, it's kind of funny. As we took on the Rockies about 8 years ago or so,
Yeah.
we needed to come up with a corporate holding name.
Okay.
because we were Ditch Witch of Oklahoma, Ditch Witch of Tulsa,
Right.
Ditch Witch of Arkansas, and so we needed a holding name. And so I'm driving to a game in Stillwater, and I think, how about Orange Power? Our equipment's orange. Orange is my favorite color.
Yeah, it couldn't be any better.
Couldn't be any better.
Yeah.
How about Orange Power Group? So
Yeah.
that's how it was.
So how many locations do you have in Orange Power Group?
We have 8.
8?
Yes.
That keeps you busy?
It does.
Yeah. So we've got, like I said, we're at Equipment Seminar, and this is a big time opportunity for us at the factory to kind of get to interact with our dealers and our customers, their customers, I should say. But Gary, for you, can you explain what this event means to you, or the partnership between your dealerships and the factory? Like, how does that relationship work, and what does it mean for your business?
Sean, that's one of the strongest attributes of our organization. And it was a foundation block a long time ago that Ed recognized, and Dwayne Goldsberry,
Yeah.
Finley, Goalie, all those guys recognized, and they developed that piece along, and the relationship with the customers. We're a relationship selling business. We're a vertical market. There's 2 major players basically.
Yeah.
And so if you're going to spend multiple thousands of dollars with a dealership, you want to know that you're going to get value from those guys that you buy it from.
Absolutely.
And so the better the relationship between the factory and the dealership is,
Right.
the better service and value we can give the end user.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and we were talking before we started shooting this episode, and I know you brought a letter, and you were going to kind of quiz me maybe on a little bit of something there. So I am curious about this letter, but I do think it speaks a little bit to kind of what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
So I'll kick it over to you, and you tell me what we got here.
Okay, this letter, the 2 little paragraphs I want to read is, one of the best benefits of the Ditch Witch organization is the recognition of our independence on each other for whatever successes we enjoy. Our relationship, founded on hard work, enthusiasm, honesty, and integrity, has been earned. Who do you think wrote that?
I feel like that's got some Ed Malzahn to it.
It is Ed Malzahn, written in 1980.
1980.
February 27th, 1980. And that has carried through, and that's the strength of our organization, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Being in Oklahoma, I have a little bit of an advantage, because if you're a customer that's down and you need a part, I can drive to Perry tonight and get it.
Right.
And we sell that, and we try to push that out to our other dealerships too.
No, that helps.
Working together with our dealer neighbors,
Yeah.
has been so beneficial. The Sadlers up north, the Knuckleys down south, the Duncans, the Jesters.
Yeah.
We have great relationships, and it comes from events like this and outings where we're together and eat together and goof
Yeah.
around together, and those sort of things.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. I mean, it sounds cliche, right? Like everybody wants to say that. They're like, oh, it's one big family. But it really is kind of here. I mean, everybody, dealers know other dealers, and they work together, and you folks know everybody up at the factory, and we know you, and it all just kind of has to come together for everybody to win.
The end user, the customer, gets the value of that.
Yeah, that's big time. So we were talking too about some of the work that your dad had done, and you were talking about how he kind of helped structure maybe a little bit of the dealer network, kind of going out west. Can you tell me about that a little bit?
Sure.
What did that mean?
Well, when he came back, Ed put him in a position as a regional manager on the western United States.
Okay.
To shore up and develop the culture of it. And
Yeah.
so how that benefited us, our family, the Bridwell family, is that he would go into a town or a market and try to identify somebody that might have interest, had
Right.
a little bit of money, and you take Ed's financial statement to the bank and say, we're going to partner with you on this guy.
I see.
They're all in. And then where we benefited, my dad would set them up, coach them how to get things going and stuff, and
Okay.
then watch them develop. He learned what to do and the why,
Yeah.
and then he also learned what not to do.
What not to do? Yeah, and that's probably a pretty valuable lesson
Yeah,
too.
and I thought it was a great thesis. And so we've tried to do that, and I've tried to stay true to that recipe. And if we've had any success, is partly because of that.
Right. And that was, I don't know, 1980? Doing that work?
Yeah, in the 70s.
Right.
Yeah.
So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
I believe that's the saying.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Gary, I appreciate you hopping on today. I know it's such a long drive for you to get here. You're probably tired, so I'm going to let you go. But I do have one kind of a fun question to end up here with. I know that you played sports. You're a big sports fan now, all things OSU. I think you're an Oklahoma City Thunder fan. I've seen you at I think I texted you actually. I saw you at a Denver Nuggets playoff game a couple years ago with Drew, and I was like, hey, who's that guy sitting there?
Yeah.
But if I could ask you one thing, what is your favorite sporting event that you've ever attended?
Sean, that's tough because some of the most satisfying were the boys winning Ditch Witch Dodger championships.
Yeah.
In baseball,
Oh, yeah.
1200 baseball, and then that would be early. Then in my midlife, playing St. Andrews in the night.
In the night?
In the night with glow balls.
I wonder,
A bunch of my Ditch Witch buddies, like Greg Wolf, Scott Boland, and then Chuck and Zach Hall and Travis Brorson, those guys.
Yeah.
We had played St. Andrews during the day.
Okay.
And so we went to dinner and we had a good time. So we decided somebody brought a dozen glow balls. So we played a
That's what I was gonna
putter,
ask. Did they sell those?
a 6-iron and a putter. And we played 1, 2, 17, and 18 at night and hoot and hollered. It was a great,
that sounds
memory.
awesome. Yeah, that would stick with you for sure.
And then present time, as you know, the Thunder had a good season this last season, and I see some good things for them in the next few years. They're so young, so
Absolutely. They're so fun to watch.
all those things are fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Gary, again, I appreciate you hopping on. It's always a pleasure talking to you, and maybe I'll see you on the golf course someday.
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us. We'll be back as soon as we can. Catch y'all next time. Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of Beyond the Moon. Be sure to subscribe to this podcast on your favorite platform and follow us on social media @Ditch Witch.